Being mindful of our inner critic is something that I speak a lot about within my coaching. Because the inner critic is that aspect of ourselves that completely sabotages us, completely derails our efforts to create change and to move us from kind of a place of meh, where we are today, into a place of wow, kind of ultra empowerment and feeling in total control of our life. The journey around weight loss is for many women often the number one challenge they'll deal with in their lifetime. And the reason for that is that you can walk away from any other addiction, but you can't walk away from food, right? We have to eat to survive. So it's not something like alcohol where an alcoholic can just have their last drink and earn their badge every year for not having touched another drink. With food, you've got to eat a few times a day. So what it comes down to really is understanding the relationship that you have with yourself is reflected in food. It is a reflection, a direct reflection. The more we love ourselves, the more we take care of ourselves, the better quality food that we're going to want to put into our bodies. And that's the bottom line. So diet and weight loss is not about food. It's about the relationship that you have with yourself. So what I would suggest this week is start asking yourself, how much do I really value myself? If right in this moment, right now, I'm choosing to put something in my body that I know is toxic, that I know is bad for me, why is it okay for me to do that? Why am I allowing myself to follow through with this behavior, fully aware that it is not good or supporting or nurturing or safe even, or a loving act towards myself? Being real with ourselves is the first step to transforming this pattern and the story that you have running. And sometimes it takes bravery and courage to be able to stop and really do the thinking. And it's very, very difficult for us to actually admit often that we are not in a place of self-love, or that our self-worth is compromised, that we aren't feeling good enough for whatever reasons, or that we don't feel sometimes that we deserve to feel good. Sometimes guilt plays a part. Guilt, shame, worthiness, there's a whole myriad of reasons why we choose to abuse ourselves with toxic foods. So I would encourage you from a loving place this week to be extremely kind to yourself, be extremely gentle, and start observing moment to moment why it is that you're choosing to eat the foods that you are, because every food is either contributing to or taking away from health and wellness and self-love. So once you get into those moments, if emotions start arising for you, journal them, write them down, and start looking at them and start reflecting on them. And that's just one of the steps that I encourage women to do with the mindset training. We can't change what we aren't consciously aware of, and we can't change things that we can't admit to ourselves. But once we actually get clear and start really addressing some of these core beliefs and programs underneath, then we can completely change those things. Diet is not about weight loss. To me, it's a mindset diet. It's cleaning up the consciousness. Once we get clear up here, the physical body will take care of itself. I promise you that it will. So this week, be kind and gentle to yourself and just be really mindful. Bring to the forefront of your mind why you make the decisions that you make around your health and wellness.